Hello and welcome again. So today I'll be taking a quick look at the Dungeon of the Endless, which is Amplitude's third game, I guess. Amplitude has made their first game, Endless Space, and then Endless Legend. Both of those are 4X games, which are quite nice. I really like both of them a lot, and consider them one of the best in both those genres. So space 4X and fantasy Civ style 4X games. But Dungeon of the Endless is not a 4X game. It is a tower defense roguelike action game, kinda. It's kinda nice combination of different types of games. Let's dive into the game immediately. This is a very familiar opening screen or main menu if you have played any of the Amplitude's games. It is also a multiplayer game, so you can play the game in 1 to 4, well, 2 to 4. You can play alone as well, of course. Multiplayer, and it works really well. I played some of the multiplayer with my friend on stream on Twitch when the game released yesterday, actually. Fully released. It was in early access earlier, and we had no issues with the multiplayer, other than that there is no private session. You can only create the session, and anyone can join into your session here. And well, you kind of have to kick them out or just quickly start the game. So that's a bit of an issue there. And I hope they actually make a private session that you can invite your friends into and don't have to deal with any randoms if you don't like playing with the randoms. And Dungeon of the Endless is a game where you don't really want to play with randoms, to be honest. It needs communication and decision making, especially due to some mechanics that are even worse. Well, not worse, but even more difficult in the multiplayer. But anyways, let's get the game going, so we'll see what happens. So this is the opening cutscene. We are on a spaceship that's traveling into space. It actually doesn't show in this trailer, but they made an extended trailer in the launch of the game that it shows that one of the endless orbital defense platforms shoot you down. Endless are a race that is now extinct, but they are like this hyper evolved and technologically advanced race that had a civil war, and they basically killed themselves, and now they are gone. And some of their stuff is still left in the Endless universe, and us minor races kinda use their technology. Also, they are the source of dust, which is often money in the games. In this one, it's a bit different, but I'll explain that in a moment. So this is the escape pod that shot down from the ship. So you can choose which pod you use here. So there's different ones. Escape pod is the default one, and it's the only one you have unlocked. Normally, we unlocked some of these new pods, like the armory, infirmary, library is still locked, drill board, a sanitary pod, and that's the escape pod. They changed things, so no particle gameplay bonus or penalties on this one. Infirmary pod, you have more health points on your heroes, cost of healing is reduced, no auto heal at the end of the turn, that is pretty horrible, and most of the items have been replaced with drugs. So anyways, let's get back to the escape pod. Here is the difficulty choosing. So there is only 2 easy and easy, and none of these are easy. They are fairly difficult, especially due to the randomness of the map layouts and everything. This ship or pod can have 2 heroes. You can see that some of these other pods have max 4, and that is your max party size. So you can play with 4 heroes max. You start out with 2 on this one, but you can find and hire more later on. So I'll be starting out with 2 random heroes maybe. Here's the heroes that I've unlocked. You have these 4 guys normally, and I have actually unlocked this guy. So I'll actually get a random instead of random hero, I'm gonna get Gorg Butcher Corsair. He's a pretty nice guy. I consider him maybe the one of the best guys out of these 4 starter ones. And I'll get also Max O'Kane, who's a pretty decent hero. I really like him as well. And I'm gonna start out with these 2. So there we go, we crash into the planet. And it actually doesn't show in this trailer that you crash 12 levels into the endless kind of laboratory dungeon area, and you have to get out of here. So instead of usually in roguelike games where you go up, in this one, down. In this one you go up and try to get to the surface and escape. So here is our 2 heroes. This is our crystal, which we need to protect and get to each level. It powers our systems. And up here you see these bars or things. So this is industry, science, food, and dust. So feats, as normally known in Endless games. If you have played any of the Endless games, these should be very familiar for you. And industry you use to build things. Down here you have different things you can build: science creators, industry generators, food replicators, which give you more of these. Then you have these support manual modules, which you don't have any at the moment. You need to unlock them with science. You have turrets. So this is kind of third defense game and roguelike and RPG at the same time. So you can build these turrets to help you fight enemies that spawn randomly. And you can also have minor hindering modules, which we don't have any at the moment. But anyways, that's the industry. Science you can use to research new things. You can also use science in here to restore your ability, which means every hero has active skills. Like Butcher has Psycho Killer, increases attack power and speed, has duration 7 and cooldown of 2 doors. And you can restore that with science. You can use food to heal this guy or level up the guy. And then you have dust. Dust is the power in this. So you need to power up rooms. Let's actually open a door here and get to next room. So there's a monster there, we need to kill it. And you can middle mouse click on the room here and you can see that it is now powered. We lost one of these, well, not lost. You can depower as well. So one of these lights up and it's using our power. So we can actually power 2 rooms at the moment. Also, you may have noticed that we have this plus in here, and when I open the door, we gained a bit of these. So every time you open a door, you gain what you have here. And nothing actually happens when you don't open doors. I can just talk and wait here for ages. So it's kinda semi-turn based in that way as well. Nothing happens until you open a door. So you can plan things, like I can now actually do an industry generator, which is something I usually do at the start as the first thing on each level. So there's an industry generator. It added +3 in there, so we're producing 8 now. You can actually see that it adds 3 industry per door here, same on each of these. You can actually upgrade this as well, up to level 4, I think it's the max. But there is nothing else in here for now, so let's open another door. So you can see we gained all of these. And we gained actually 8 dust from the room as well. So you can randomly find dust from the rooms, which is the way you gain these. There's a couple other ways to get more dust as well. And this room actually is mysteriously powered, so we don't actually need to spend any power to power this room, which is extremely good for us. We don't have any industry to make anything else yet, so I guess we keep going. I'll actually show you these character screens a bit more. So you have stats here. You gain stats when you level up, as you can see there. You can gain more active skills, more passive skills. This guy has a pack of dogs, which increases attack power when there's friends nearby. This guy has the same thing, and Endless Expert. I actually didn't choose the right hero. I wanted a different hero, but anyways. So, opening the next door. Here's actually your log as well, so you can see what's happening around. You can also pause the game, but I never really use the pause, because it's not that needed. So, let's power up that room. And we still don't have any industry to make anything. So we just keep going, exploring rooms. This is a nice crossroads. A good defensive spot. And we randomly found +5 industry. That's quite nice. Let's power up this room. You can also zoom out to see the layout. Sometimes this really helps seeing where the doors are and kind of deciding where to go. So now we are in a situation where we have no power to actually power a room unless we find more, which means we kind of have to choose carefully not to open too many doors. The way how enemies spawn is that when you open a door, there might be enemies there, and also unpowered rooms may spawn enemies every now and then, like waves of enemies. So if I leave this unpowered and go exploring around, this may spawn enemies, and they'll try to kill me and also kill my crystal, which ends the game. And there is permadeath. Once you lose a guy, it's gone forever. So let's open a door here. Let's see what's in there. Kinda crappy hallway, couple monsters, and actually no dust again, which means I may have to leave a guy there to keep this area clear, and I'll actually give him a couple turrets to help. So you put major modules into these bigger areas, and these are for minor modules, which are usually turrets or either some kind of healing things or boosting things or hindrance to enemies. So he's now defending that area, and this is actually a really bad dead end. But it did have dust, and there's a couple of monsters spawning there. Like I said, one wave was incoming from there, so I'll keep that side open. So you see one dust popping there, so killing enemies randomly gives you dust as well. So it might be actually worth giving these unpowered and spawning monsters every time you open a door and just farming some dust from them. That is a extremely really good tactic on the long run. So let's keep that powered. We still have one room there unpowered for now. You should always power rooms unless you are specifically farming, because that means less monsters. And we can just go exploring here a bit more. Free power room and dust. Extremely good. Actually, I should have done food replicator earlier. There's actually monsters coming too. So I plopped down a food replicator here, which increases my food generation, which we can actually use to level up, and I will be leveling up him now. So he's level 2, and next this guy will get a level in actually a couple doors. Another free power room. These are really generous today for me. So let's keep opening these doors. We are trying to find the exit, but it's also worth opening all the doors on a level, because it does give you resources. All of these resources actually stay over to next floor, so you might want to save some. If you don't have any industry on the next level to build your generators up quickly, you might be in a horrible trouble. So sometimes it's worth saving these and not just spending all of them. We actually stockpiled a lot of resources on a playthrough with my friend last time. Ooh, nice. Let's go help defend. He doesn't really need help that much. He's dealing with those monsters just fine, but might as well. There is no experience in this game. That's good to note. So only way to level up is through food, so it doesn't matter if one guy kills everything and the other guy just hangs around. I'm gonna level up him, which gives him a active skill called Verbal Abuse. So he can yell obscenities now at the monsters, gives you attack power for all in the room, and defense, which is extremely good power up as well, which is one of the reasons why I use max often. This thing here is actually a research crystal. It's kind of difficult to see in the darkness there. I'll actually unpower that room and power this room now. So in this you can research new modules and level up your modules. So food replicator would give me 1 extra per each door, really nice. Outer dock shard heals heroes in the room, heals also gives health regen in other rooms where there is no monsters, which is really nice. Keep cannon is it's a turret, but kind of strange turret. It gets more power when you have unused signs, and it is quite nice if you have like a plus 100 unspent signs, but at the moment it's not really good if I'm gonna, for example, get the food replicator. Bioorganic transference is also really good. Each time you kill a monster in a room, it heals all your heroes in that room, so that's really good for a tanking situation. I might actually wanna get that. Also, you should note that when you research one of these, the whole thing resets, so you cannot get this and then get this, because it will be something different. You can also reset them if you don't like any of these, but it's 10 wasted for nothing really. So you should usually get something, unless all of them are totally useless garbage. I'll get the bioorganic transference. So it will take 3 doors for this to research, or if it's the last door, it will still get researched once you find the last room. So you should always pretty much research when you can. Let's go. Up here is fully powered, so monsters will not spawn here. I'm gonna go this way and explore a bit in this direction. There's dust in there. There's probably gonna be waves. Yes, 2 waves. So I'm gonna defend here. Actually power that room. Doesn't really matter. First level monsters are fairly easy usually, unless you get really big waves, like multiple waves. So there was a chest here for mil-spec bracelets. So that's an item, so you can randomly find items, you can also buy them from vendor. So this one gives you 3 defense and 4 attack power, which you can put in your misc slot here, I guess. This is a utility slot, yeah. So you have a gun slot, armor slot, and utility slot. These can differ between the heroes, as you can see. This can uses guns, and he uses rifles or submachine guns, or machine guns apparently. And there's also spears, swords, and there's heroes who can only use 2 utility items and no armor, and different combinations of those. So let's go here. And there's a couple of monsters. He can deal with these alone. Oh, maybe not. Let's run away. Here's the heal button. You can heal your guys. I think H is the quick key for that as well. We have quite many unpowered rooms now. I'm kind of worried about that situation. And more monsters. Our science is done. Let's get defense here. Getting close. This is a scary amount of unpowered rooms now. Let's go check the crystal again. And what kind of science we can do there. So now they are different. Energy generator is nice. Mechanical pal is nice. I cannot get any of these actually. Claymore mine would be good as well for damaging enemies. Can't get any. I can get in one door. Let's open this door. I know it's connecting there, but doesn't really matter. I'm hoping for dust. And I didn't get dust. So you can really get screwed on this game if you don't randomly get what you need. Like I didn't get dust now, and I got just a bunch of enemies. So you can go and do the science now. I'm gonna get the Claymore mine, which I actually haven't tried yet. So that's one of the reasons I also wanna try that out. I might as well open this door because I know where it goes, and it just gives me more stuff. Didn't even get monsters from that. That's nice. Let's keep going. This is gonna be interesting. And that should be the last door of the dungeon if I didn't miss something. And there's a bit of dust in there. And no enemy wave. Okay. So now that all the doors are open, my goal is to get the crystal from the ship, or wherever it is in the exit, into the exit of the level. Which means I will be unpowering these. And I usually try to power all the way to the crystal, if I can. Which I cannot actually do this time. Which is gonna be interesting. And one of these guys is gonna have to go and pick up the crystal and carry it all the way. And hopefully not die on the way as well. So Max will actually go and pick up the crystal. All your rooms will stay powered, so you don't need to worry about that. But the unpowered rooms will start spawning enemies from every direction. You cannot also change the powering now, which kinda sucks. So I'll have to keep an eye on the health, so just keep running, dudes. Let's kill these here. I need to use a heal. I might have to use another heal. Yes, I do. I should have probably just carried on. I lost a lot of food on this. Oh, there's more coming. This might be not a good escape. I'll keep running, keep running. I should have just ran. Keep running, guys. Ah, this is gonna be close. Oh, don't die, don't die. Exit. That was a pretty nasty escape, but we got to the next level. Whew. So that's pretty much the game, totally. So you just progress levels till you get to the surface, and they get progressively worse. Dust doesn't carry between the levels, so you don't need to worry about dust. And hopefully the next level will be a bit better. Let's see how the next level goes. Is this Tuesday? No, it is. Isn't. I'm totally confused. Nice. So your heroes have some dialogue between each other as well, and there's unlockable album things from those. Let's see the next level. I'll show that a bit off, and let's take a look at the album as well before I go. I don't want it to go too deep. So this is the next level. So crystal will be at the exit, and you have a couple doors to start from. Let's pick a door. Just go down. And there's a couple of monsters. We can power up this. I'll make the industry generator as usual in here. And I usually actually like to open always from the crystal room to see what kind of exits I have and where to go. So this looks like a food replicator area. One dust from a monster. And now we are in a situation again with no dust. I'll be going this way. Ah, nice dust. This is a gambling machine. Well, not exactly a gambling machine, but covered in dust and dust. Covering it, activating it may bring wealth or death. So you have to spend industry to randomly get dust from this or lose all the things in the room. So I'm gonna randomly roll here. 25 dust, that was extremely good. I really like gambling with those. They are usually nice to me. So we can keep going here. Aha! Actually nice that we got one of these. So these are steel, which you see in randomly in a room. They survive for several turns, like this is 5 turns, and they do different things for the whole level. So my defense is now 0 with all my heroes, but they are a bit faster, and also they get the attack bonus on offensive modules. So actually fighting enemies now is kinda deadly for me, and might go bad. Although not sure much. Oh! And we found a new hero! So Sarah is here, and we can use money, food, sorry, to recruit her. So let's get her. So we have now a third party member, which will tremendously help me. And she's actually a pretty good melee character as well. Oh, and dust and loot. 6 gun. So that's for a max. So you equip a gun there. This one gives attack power and faster shooting. So quite nice find. 10 dust means actually a free power in any room. Plus we got a hero. As you can see, they are pretty damn quick. Gork, the butcher, is slow as hell, but that's good. Actually, it means we have 2 really quick heroes. We could use them as explorers and leave Gork as a defender in a room. We can just keep going now. More loot. Game is being nice. A t-shirt. Defense, speed, and HP max. I know Sarah is very weak, and I'll give her the shirt. She needs a bit of a health buff and defense buff to be really effective. Industry generator level 2, yes please. You should always level up your generators if you can. It's one of the best things to get out of there, in my opinion. Stop running. Some of the enemies ignore you, they just try to run into the crystal room. So now that I don't have power anymore, I'll actually leave Gork in there to guard, and I'll explore with these guys. And here's an exit. Let's open them. I'll open one more door. It's a corridor that ends there. There's dust there though, which is nice. Can power that. You usually shoot. Oh. Notice what's happening. So Sarah actually died. Like I said, she's fairly weak. These are actually pretty bad enemies. And we actually lost the enemy there. Oh, that's not good. He may actually get an attack on the crystal there. So you saw attack on a crystal as well. When you get hit in the crystal, you actually lose dust permanently. And also Sarah is now dead, and that's a permanent death. So that was pretty bad of me. But they were also really powerful enemies. So game can really screw you over like that. But anyways, that's it for this now, and I'll just abandon this game because I'm not gonna continue this one. Let's take a look at the album as well. So this is the album where you can check things. I don't really know how this works. Not just the ship. How does this work actually? Oh, you can click here. So so I have a couple of these unlocked. There's different things about the heroes and some lore here. Saranumas, which is Samus Aran really. And you can just scroll around and check these. So you unlock these through gameplay, through different things. Here are some enemies. Let's see, very ugly. But it's motor-headed too. Inflates then explodes near the heroes. Mod, kill it first, run away. So these are lab specimens, developed artificial further study. Wild snake. Wild snake is actually a monster in Endless Legend as well. This looks like a Hurnas. It is a Hurnas. Hurna. It is also from Endless Legend. So this game shares the lore and the world with the Endless Legend and Endless Space. All of them happen in the Endless Universe. So it's kinda nice to see these enemies. I didn't actually know these are Hurnas, but it's quite nice to know. Let's see what else is in here. Some familiar faces. Good fast. These are Harmonites. All of these different Harmonite versions. Target practice. Nice. What else in here? So that's the land where we're gonna go. So these are very nice. I hope they added even more of these. They are extremely nice addition to the game. There's also a journal which shows your stats, so you can actually see I have one very easy mode win and 2 attempts on easy and all of that. So you can also see hired heroes lost, and you can see all your stats here. You can see also the multiplayer stats. So we actually completed there, got level 8 on the other try with my friend. He was playing Ken and this nurse lady. I was butcher and chef, and it was pretty nice. But anyways, that's a Dungeon of the Endless. It is extremely nice roguelike tower defense game. Really addicting and really fun with up to 4 friends. And I highly recommend trying out this game. So, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys on other videos. You can also find me on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and also my curator group from Steam. All the information will be below the video, so you can check those out. But see you guys, and have fun.